A strange anomaly has occurred since Thursday evening. This Mikote with the samurai hat on the left has been stuck here for the last 2 days. And you think he's probably just AFK or something, but no, as it turns out, he's been in cutscene for this entire time. We don't know if the person who is responsible for playing this character and is trying to talk with the Royal Seneschal here got stuck in cutscene and can't get out, or if they just got DC'd while in the middle of cutscene, but somehow still is considered to be playing the game. We really don't know. All we know is that whenever I've come here to attempt to do the repeat quest that is associated with this year's Little Ladies' Day, this Mikote has been stuck speaking with the Royal Seneschal for a long time. Whether or not he'll actually be able to get out of it, who really knows? But he's certainly been an interesting fixture, to say the least, here, and I don't suspect he's going anywhere anytime soon. But as for us, we still have some things to take care of as far as Little Ladies' Day is concerned, if for no other reason than to show off all the possible outcomes, just like we did last year when Hatching Tide did the same thing. So, with that in mind, greetings, people of the world. Matt back with you here in Overall Autism for another edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog here on Final Fantasy XIV's Exodus server. So today we are going to be showing off all the possible outcomes that come with Little Ladies' Day. Like I said, last year Hatching Tide did a similar thing where you took a basket of Easter eggs, dropped them off near the Lancers Guild, and random people from Gridania, notably guild masters as well as a variety of other characters, came along and started interacting in one way or another. And there were 7 possible outcomes. I actually don't know if it's going to be 7 here as well, but I guess we'll find out, because this will probably take me a while to record, and obviously I will be eliminating any duplicates that I see. But what do you say we go ahead and find out just how many possible outcomes there are? Let's go ahead and we'll take the Royal Seneschal's quest, and we'll see just how many outcomes we can end up getting. If you have the time, I could certainly use more assistance in presenting our flower crowns to those on Emerald Avenue. As I mentioned, it is at the center of our Little Ladies' Day celebration, and nary a moment passes by without a would-be princess or seneschal walking by. I will divide my remaining stock with you. Please wait by yonder peach tree and offer crowns to any potential celebrants whom I have missed. My staff is weaving more as we speak, so return to me when you need to resupply. And so we'll go ahead and take his crowns and be on our way to the area where we were showing off at the end of Friday, or not Friday's video, but Thursday's video. So let's go ahead and see who is going to be getting all these crowns. Oh, Biggs and Wedge. Hey, it's Corinne! Hey, you two. Yeah, taking a break from the ironworks, I see?
We're here on Ironworks business, visiting the Miners Guild to inquire about supplies and whatnot. But we hardly expected to see you here. What brings you to Uldar?
Well, if you must know... Flower crowns for Little Ladies' Day? What a nice idea! Well, you should thank Lady Oditha Thorn for that.
Indeed it is. I'll take one if you don't mind.
If you say so. I'm not sure it will match your goggles, though.
I'm not gonna wear it. It'd make a nice decoration for our little corner of Rhalgr's Reach is all. We've been so harried lately, what with saving the world from Omega, sorting all the data, Sid's emotional issues, a floor decoration will bring some much-needed tranquility to the place.
That may be a bit much for one ring of daisies to handle. I'd rather give it to Tataru. I think it'd bring out the pink in her eyes. She'd like it, wouldn't she? He has had a thing for Tataru since her only born. Why doesn't he just profess his love to her?
Thank you kindly. It's so colorful. I'll bet Alpha would love it were he here. I hope he's learned about Little Ladies' Day, wherever he may be.
Yeah, and of course, we would only get this outcome if we were doing the Omega quests. I can only imagine what the results would be if you had not done it. I bet he has, and all sorts of other things besides. Most of this world is new to him after all. He's probably having a wonderful time, so we shouldn't... Aw, I miss Alpha! Aw. Yeah, that's so cute. Oh, speaking of... There he is! With his little Omega. So yeah, obviously, if you've not gotten to Omega, you would never get to see this little extra piece. That is really cool. Good job, Square Enix, on the attention to detail. And next up, we have Lady Serendipity of the Goldsmiths Guild. Corinne, are you helping the Royal Seneschal this year? How kind of you.
Oh, if it isn't Mr. Serendipity shimmering with youth.
And we also have, coming over, Hammond, the Guildmaster of the Pugilist Guild. I'm pretty sure that's just light reflecting off of my accessories, but what brings you here, Master Hammond?
Hammond Holyfist would never forgo a chance to celebrate with the ladies. Keeps me vigorous. And what about you, Mr. Serendipity? Do you require a seneschal for the day? I will be at your beck and call, managing your mammoths, polishing your hammers, delivering righteous blows to the teeth of persistent suitors.
Was that a bit necessary? Oh my, that's very specific of you, but I couldn't ask you to do that. And your tutor would probably be less than pleased to find you eschewing in your own guild duties in favor of mine.
Woe is me. Why 20... Actually, better make that 40 years younger.
Yeah, Hammond always was an old, sugar daddy, as it were. If you'd like to celebrate with someone, why not take one of these flower crowns to Chichuto and tell her how much you appreciate her? I'm sure she'd be delighted to have your help with some of the more tedious guild work for the day at the very least. Don't you agree? Yeah, I think I would agree with that. Yeah, here you go, Master Hammond.
Make a princess of my ever-devoted disciple, eh? Well, she certainly deserves it.
Glad we could help. Yeah, a good idea there, Serendipity. Yeah, she doesn't want one for herself, though. And next up... Oh, isn't this a surprise? Well met, adventurer. I am Lilira, no one of note, I fear. Merely another merchant's daughter. Yeah, anyone familiar with how this goes knows who Lady Lilira actually is. Oh, is that a flower crown I spy? How lovely! Could I perchance trouble you for one? Yeah, and her escort, Papashan here. Lady Lilira, do you not think a crown will cause you to, stand out overmuch? Not at all! This is a day on which all little ladies are as princesses, is it not? Or do you believe that a crown will not suit one such as I? My lady, that was hardly my intention. I jest. I well understood your meaning. Yet my point stands. As a little lady, it is fitting that I have a crown, and I would quite like one besides. Yeah. Here you go, Sultana. I expect that everyone at home will be surprised. It has been quite some time since I was last a princess. Or shall I play the role of Sultan Baldric instead? My lady, I am your royal seneschal. I only ask that you avoid any jest that may alarm your other attendants. I nearly perished on the spot. Yeah. And now, for the Sultana to return to the battlefield at the Gimlet Dark. Oh, what do we have here? People from the Miners Guild, I take it? Yes, actually we know these two from the hard mode quest for the Sunken Temple of Karn. Yeah, we have Popokuli and his twin brother. You're that adventurer, Corinne! What are you up to? Well, if you must know, this is what we're doing. Yeah, and his twin, Ciceruca. Giving out crowns for Little Ladies' Day? Interesting. Shall we take one to Naneko? Not a bad idea. She always did love it when we read The Legend of the Lost Lady to her as a child. She's been so immersed in her research lately that she's like to have forgotten about Little Ladies' Day altogether, which means it'll be a pleasant surprise. So, here you go. Who's your escort, by the way? Grinfar, huh? She's lucky to have a girl to have you two watching over her. Yeah, she definitely is. While we're on the subject, Grinvar, is there anyone you would want to give one of these crowns to?
No, of course not. I'm far too busy training to even think of such things.
Yeah, having come all the way from Limsa.
In fact, the bronze ball heals the core of the arena right now. Farewell!
Yeah, back to the blood sands with him, I guess. Yeah, I guess he's trying to hide his feelings for someone. We just don't know who it is. And who do we have here? Yeah, we have the most well-known shopper at the Weavers Guild, Yellow Moon. Could it be? The garland spoken in of fairy tales and romances, the accessory of my childhood dreams, a flower crown? Yeah. Hello there. Yes, I just happen to be wearing one. Oh, how wonderful! It will perfectly suit a fair maiden such as I, don't you agree? Oh, I can hardly wait to show bitter snow. He'll fall in love with me all over again. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, she's really showing it off, but she's not the only one showing off a flower crown. Apparently, other female guild masters have been finding their own crowns too, including Adalberta of the Miners Guild. If it isn't Yellow Moon, I see you're enjoying your flower crown. We picked ours up from the Royal Seneschal just a moment ago. Aren't they cute? Yeah, as well as Mila of the Gladiators Guild also has one. Adalberta, you look positively precious! And you, Mila, are stunning. Somehow your steely gaze makes your crown all the lovelier. You should decorate your hair more often. I feel utterly ridiculous, but Adalberta insists I wear the thing. Calm now, there's no use pretending. You know you like it. And you'll be turning heads for the rest of the day. One head in particular I'm... Not another word! Do you hear me? Yeah, we know who she's talking about. Now, no murder on Little Lady's Day. It's not ladylike. Oh, I would never harm Adalberta. She's one of my oldest and dearest friends, even if she is constantly pestering me. Well, someone has to do it. Yeah. We have to wonder if Milo will ever hook up with Aldous at some point, or if Aldous himself will ever come back. He certainly has quite an experience during the Gladiator/Paladin storyline. Oh! We were wondering when the songbirds were gonna show up. And wouldn't you know it, Ulala, Narumi, and Masha have finally arrived. But obviously, they're not here to perform for us. Why, it's Corinne! I was hoping I might find our biggest fan amongst the princesses, and here you are! It's wonderful to see you again. I was worried that we wouldn't meet this year. Well, you aren't performing, so... yeah, I was worried that we would not see you again. A happy coincidence indeed, and before you ask, because I know you will, though performances aren't the main event this year, our stage career is still going strong, so I'd better not see you fretting when you should be celebrating. So, are you waiting for your seneschal to come? Or maybe your princess? Well, actually... oh, I adore flower crowns! May we each have one? Of course you can. I mean, we should look somewhat alike. Yeah, so they swap off their old school hats. And I think they all approve of what they're all wearing. Come to think of it, this seems like the perfect opportunity for one of our signature-friendly competitions. Shall we ask Corinne to judge who wears her crown best? Like, really? You're gonna put me on the spot, Masha? Oh, absolutely! It never hurts to gauge public opinion, and I'm confident that she'll make the objectively correct choice. No matter how many times you do this, I cannot help but feel nervous, but... well, Corinne, what do you think? Who does the crown best suit? Well... yeah, we have, of course, to... be forced to choose. So anyone familiar with Little Ladies Day 2 years ago knows that Corinne ran that one. And when asked to choose the leading lady amongst the songbirds as the primary performer, she went with Narumi. So 2 years later, we do the same. Sorry girls, but yeah, we have to give the love to Narumi. Me? I honor and thank you. I remember your words, and I am certain that they shall help me find my voice in times of need. I know not when or when it might be, but I look forward to the next time we meet. Yeah. Please perform for us again next year, ladies. Your music is definitely missed. Okay, the songbirds keep popping up, so I decided, you know what? Let's see what happens when we choose the other two. So let's see what happens when we choose Ulala. The one with the ego. Anyone who knows her from previous Little Ladies days. I knew you would choose me! I am no less pleased to hear it though. Thank you! The songbirds will continue to flutter into hearts across Eorzea, so spare a thought for us as you wander far and wide, until we meet again! And so now, as sunset starts to fall on Old Doll, let's see what happens when we choose Masha. Little Mikote? What do you think about getting the pick? Who, me? I realized that it was I who proposed the contest, but I wasn't expecting to receive such compliments. Thank you. This has been great fun. I hope we'll meet again soon. And wherever you go, remember that the songbirds are singing for you. Yes, indeed. Have fun, you three. And hopefully we'll see you again next year. And finally, we have Severian of the Alchemist Guild. Yeah, the guy who we saw at the first time we did this on Thursday, we end up getting him last. Is that you, my little assistant? Why are you standing about gormlessly in the middle of town? well, this is what we're doing. A flower crown? How utterly banal. Though, were one to apply an admixture of the appropriate viscosity and translucence, it may be possible to preserve its beauty evermore, thereby defying principles that have heretofore been presumed unyielding. Perhaps I do require one after all. Well, here you go. Yeah, back to his business. As he also crosses paths with Redolent Rose of the Weavers Guild and Kokobuki, the lead member of the 5 brothers of the Thaumaturges Guild. Guildmaster Redolent Rose, if I'm not mistaken. What brings you here?
A master of the Thaumaturges Guild. I recall the eye patch, so you must be Koko,
Yeah, Kokobuki, yes.
That was it. As to your question, I've come to evaluate the fashions of the day. And by evaluate, I simply mean observe, of course. I'm not keeping score. Who would do that? Anyway, the flower crowns certainly are charming, are they not?
Charming, yes. Such an embellishment would ill suit me. Boozy, on the other hand... Yeah, so off he runs right over to Corinne. 1 crown, my good woman! Alright there, little guy. There you go. A pleasing headpiece, and perhaps suitable for later use in alchemic solutions. Boosie will be delighted! And so away he goes.
His name may be impossible to remember, but he's unmistakably the eldest brother. I do hope his siblings know how much he cares.
Yeah, and Redolent Rose just gives us a hello. And so, there we go. All 7 possible outcomes. Well, I guess technically it's 9 because we showed off the 3 ways that the not the alchemist, but the songbirds can react when you give them flower crowns. So let's go ahead and get back over to the Royal Seneschal and complete this for the last time. Ah, you've returned! How did you fare? Well, we've seen everything that was to be seen. What a charming tale! We shall have to relate to Miss Alditha. She'll be delighted to know that her crowns are the source of such happiness. For my part, I appreciate your continued assistance. Needless to say, you will be always welcome to join me in acting as Seneschal to the little ladies of Ul'dah. So we get 10 more of the magic prism daisies. So yeah, since we've been collecting quite a few of these over the 40 minutes now that I've been trying to get the possible outcomes, why do you say we see what these things actually look like? Because yeah, I ended up accumulating 200 of them. Yeah, so for those of you wondering, what do these prisms look like? Well, let's find out. So yeah, that's what they look like. Yeah, I like the nice little random addition of the extra flowers that bloom at the end, right at the top. So yeah, that's what all the outcomes look like for the Little Ladies Day for 2019. It certainly took me a lot less time than it did last year with Hatching Tide, for sure. Needless to say, I'm glad that I was able to get these a lot sooner than then, and well, I'll certainly have no lack of daisy prisms to enjoy, as we'll be certainly having a lot of fun with these for quite some time. But at least I got to show off everything that there was to show in Little Ladies Day, and I hope that all of you got to enjoy the experience. So that's gonna do it for this edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog. As always, if you have a character here on Exodus or looking to create one on Exodus, and you're interested in joining our free company, we would be more than happy to have you with us. So, thank you very much everyone, and until next time, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, with a flower in my face, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.